Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Think Management. In the previous video, we discussed what management is, its meaning, definition, and functions. Now that we have understood the basic concept of management, the next step is to understand the nature and the objectives of management. So in this video, we will learn about the characteristics of management and the goals that management tries to achieve in an organization. After understanding the meaning of management, it is important to explore its nature and objectives. The nature of management helps us understand the basic characteristics or features of management. And the objectives of management explain what management aims to achieve in an organization. In simple words, nature tells us what management is like, and objectives tells us what management wants to achieve. Now, let's understand the nature of management, which means the important characteristics of management. First, management is goal oriented. Every organization wants to achieve certain goals. For example, a company may set a target to increase sales or expand its market share. Manage a plan and coordinate activities to achieve these goals. Second, management is universal. This means management is needed in every type of organization. For example, businesses, hospitals, schools, colleges, and NGOs all require management to function properly. हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को स्मूथली रन करने के लिए मैनेजमेंट जरूरी होता है. थर्ड, मैनेजमेंट इज कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. मैनेजमेंट एक्टिविटीज डू नॉट स्टॉप. Managers are always involved in planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. For example, in restaurant, the manager daily plans the menu, assign works to staff, supervises services, and check customer feedback. These activities happen every day, which shows that management is a continuous process. Management is also a group activity. Organizations achieve their goals through teamwork and coordination among people. For example, when a company launches a new product, different departments like marketing, production, and sales work together. Management is dynamic and flexible, which means it adapts to changes in the environment. For example, when technology changes or customer preference changes, company adjusts their strategies accordingly. Sometimes when we open our Instagram and see that our favorite influencer is recommending a product, suddenly many people start buying that product. This shows customer preferences can change very quickly. Because of such rapid changes, company have to adjust their strategies and product. That's why management needs to be dynamic and flexible. Management is intangible, which means we cannot see management directly, but we can observe its results. For example, if employees are motivated and productivity increases, it shows that management is effective. Finally, management is multidimensional. This means managers handle different aspects such as managing work, such as planning marketing strategy, production schedule, even managing people like guiding employees and coordinating different teams, and managing operations such as ensuring resources and processes are running smoothly at the same time. That's why we say that management is multidimensional. Now, let's discuss the objectives of management, which explains what management tries to achieve. The first objective is organizational objective. These focus on the overall success of the organization, such as profit earning, growth, and market expansion. For example, a company may aim to increase its sale or expand its business to new markets. The second objective is social objective. Organization also have responsibility towards society. For example, company should follow ethical practices, reduce pollution, and contribute to community development. The third objective is personal objective. Management should also consider the needs and the goal of employees. For example, organizations provide training, promotions, and career growth opportunities to ensure job satisfaction. Management can also be understood from three perspectives: art, science, and profession. Management is considered an art because it requires practical skills and creativity. Managers uses their experience, judgment to motivate employees and solve their problems. For example, while handling conflicts between employees, manager requires some skills and leadership. That's why management can be referred as an art. Second, management is also considered as science because it is based on systematic knowledge and principles. Many management theories and principles help managers make better decisions. For example, the principles of management given by the Henry Ford. Since these principles can be studied and applied in different organizations, that's why management has scientific nature. Management can also be considered as profession. It requires specialized knowledge, training, and education. Today, many people pursue MBA or management courses to develop professional management skills. So, to summarize this discussion, the nature of management explains the characteristics of management, and the objectives of management explain what management aims to achieve in organizations. And management can be viewed as a combination of art, science, and profession. Understanding these concepts help us better understand how management works in organization. Before ending the video, here's a small question for you. Do you think management is more of an art or more of a science? Share your opinion in the comment section, and if you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel Think Management for more management concepts explained in simple way. Thank you for watching.